Konnichiwa, Nihon Cricket Poddo Yokoso. Hello and welcome to the Japan Cricket Podcast. Chaotic weather over the last few weeks. 1 minute it's searing hot, and the next it's bucketing down. Who knew climate change was actually a thing? Somehow the JCL Division 1 only lost one game in round 7, so spare a thought for the Rising Stars whose match with the Alpha Quashers was abandoned without a ball bowled, and who should be playing their round 8 game as I record this. But that's been sunk as well. That's 4 washouts and 7 for the subject of today's podcast. But on the upside, those 4 washouts are responsible for 100% of their current points tally as they sit rooted to the foot of the table. At the opposite end, the Tokyo Rangers and Tigers Cricket Club remain very much the pace setters, both unbeaten and not scheduled to meet each other until round 12, which at this rate will be when they have already got their top 4 places sewn up. It was the men in blue who became the latest team to be mauled by the Tigers. They posted 195 from their 40 overs before bowling MIB out for just 171. A 10th wicket stand of 24 and 7.5 overs was enough to deny the Tigers a bonus point, however, so their lead over their opponents, who sit third in the table, is just 2 points. The Rangers' batting was enough to overpower the Chiba Sharks, despite slipping to 67 for 5 early on. Some lower order hitting got them to 224, and their bowlers did the rest, dismissing the Sharks for 196 to win by 28 runs, but no bonus point for them either. Sano Cricket Club have moved into 4th place, thanks in part to that Quashers washout, and also to the rather generous batting of Penny Foley's, who were put away for just 87 and the runs knocked off in just 15 overs, to an easy bowler's point win for Sano. The Wyverns are now 5th in the table after ending the Wombats' resurgence. They knocked them over for 135 and then reached the total in the 23rd over with just 2 wickets gone, and that bonus point was enough to move them ahead of the Quashers as well. In the match between 2 teams of whom great things were expected this season, the Tokyo Falcons overcame Max Cricket Club, and the match reduced to 35 overs due to the heat. I've not mentioned many individual performances today, but Sanket Pandhari took 5 for 35 to bowl Max out for 176, and then hit a 6 to win the game and take him to his half century as the Falcons won by 5 wickets. Congratulations Sanket, I'm sure you went home happy man that day. The Women's League matches scheduled for the same weekend were postponed due to the weather, and a quick inspection of the JCL2 scores tells me that Raman Tanwar hit 151 as his KKR team gave the Rising Stars second 11 a bit of a hiding and moved top of the table in the process, while also sending the Rising Stars to second bottom. The Japan Cup continues apace, and you'll just have to believe me when I tell you that some people scored runs, others took wickets, some celebrated and some didn't. A more detailed wrap-up will be done at the conclusion of the various regional competitions, and the lineup for the Japan Cup finals in October starts to take shape. Now, before I get into this week's interview, it has been an exciting week for the podcast. I've carried out 4 interviews this week, and there were some great episodes coming up over the summer, so please do make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything. One of those episodes is a preview of the new JCL T20 competition, which will start in August, while another is a very special guest who brings a touch of celebrity to the show, which is a real rarity. Okay, on to today's guest, one of the gentlemen of the Japan cricket scene, whose story I was genuinely interested to hear. There's a bit of a weird scratchy sound early on in the episode and kind of throughout it, so apologies for that, but rest assured it doesn't last too long and hopefully it doesn't detract from your enjoyment of the episode too much. Okay, joining me today, at last I've managed to get on to the podcast a member of the Bangladesh cricket community, a founding member of the Rising Stars Cricket Club, who are one of the clubs that have been growing impressively throughout the last couple of years. Mr. Kazi Murad, welcome onto the Japan Cricket Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Alan. It was nice to hear from you at last.
Sorry, mate. You've been waiting for a while to get the invite.
It's not like that. I heard you start a Japan Cricket Podcast, and I used to listen to the episodes. So, of course, right. I was waiting
for the call. Absolutely. You and many others, mate. I'm sure hundreds of people across Japan just waiting for my call.
I hope so.
Well, mate, let's start at the beginning. I mentioned there that you're a part of the Bangladeshi cricket community. You're the first person I've had on from that part of the world. So can you tell me a little bit about where exactly you're from in Bangladesh and what your family background is?
Yeah, I'm from Bangladesh, the capital from Dhaka city. Family background, I am from traditional Muslim family. Both of my parents are teacher. Now they are retired. I have one elder brother and younger sisters. And that's all.
Yeah, cool. So what was it like growing up there in Dhaka?
Okay, growing up in Bangladesh was fun. I grew up in city area, but back in the 90s, Dhaka city was not a metropolis. So we had many grounds to play football, cricket, and other sports as well. And we used to trade view cards of football players and teams, as well other stuff. And cable TV came at the very end of our teenage, and MTV was most popular channel.
Yeah, right.
And we also relied completely on fixed phone for communication with friends and families. Internet was not there, and the cell phone was a thing from science fiction movie. I could elaborate more, but I would stop here before this becomes too long to listen.
No, that's cool. So, I mean, you mentioned
that was fun actually.
You mentioned cricket and football. So, was sport quite a big part of your life growing up there?
Yeah, there is no doubt about that. I used to fond of any kind of sports at that particular time. In my school life, I used to play football, and slowly somehow is converted to cricket. So I always in field, either football or cricket or badminton or whatever.
Were there school teams and organized competitions for various age groups?
Yeah, that was actually, I hardly remember the exact year, but I used to play cricket at first time with the tennis ball. And after that, end of my school period, so there was a official school inter-school cricket tournament that time I participated. So so far I remember, so there was so many organized cricket tournament and cricket things going on in school cricket and college cricket. Yeah, that was available that time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess growing up, you were really there when cricket in Bangladesh kind of took off, right? And the national side got test status, what, late 90s? I think it was 97, 98?
Exactly. That's the thing I want to say. I mean, when Bangladesh cricket team in 1990 World Cup win against Pakistan, and after 1 year, Bangladesh got test status, that was huge change in Bangladesh, actually, because before that, people don't used to follow the cricket that much. But when Bangladesh got that kind of recognition from test status and win against Pakistan. So that was huge publicity in electronic media and print media. People get more attention, and people, they want to know what is cricket. They want to play a cricket. Things have totally changed after 2000, actually.
Yeah, I bet. So you were talking before we came on that you still go back to Bangladesh pretty regularly. What's the cricket infrastructure like there? Is it obviously it's I'm guessing it's the number one sport in Bangladesh now, and is it do you think it's really thriving and growing as a sport in Bangladesh still?
Yeah, last 2 decades it was really growing. I mean, not only capital Dhaka city, it is also spreading all over the country. And you may understand, the Bangladesh cricket team always having problem to get some fast bowler. So last 5 and 6 years, not almost 10 years. So they try to get some real talent from every corner from the Bangladesh. So that's why there is too many academies built up last, few districts in Bangladesh. So not only that academies, also university level, college levels, and district levels. Cricket is, how can I say it? So when it's become famous, so there's also needs some demand, and there's also needs some build a pipeline to get a nice player from all over the country, actually.
Yeah, of course. And there's signs that that's working, right? The Bangladesh under-19 team won the under-19 World Cup 2 years ago. So must be sign that there's a good depth of talent coming through.
Exactly. You just mentioned a good example, because after the Bangladesh win the under-19 World Cup, others, Team A and national team also right now, they have enough preparations compared to 10 years before. So yeah, that is really working.
Yeah, great. Well, it's good. I always look at Bangladesh as one of those success stories. I mean, I know that Bangladesh has a big population, and obviously its proximity to India and Pakistan and the historical relationships there. It's always likely to be uh, a hotspot for cricket. I kind of see Bangladesh a little bit similar to Nepal, which is hopefully the next nation from that area that's going to come through and become competitive on the world stage. But a lot of those countries do look at the success Bangladesh had in a relatively short period of time and aspire to do something similar. So it must have been fun to grow up at that time and see the team improve so much and the sport become so popular. Was cricket for you, did you catch the bug of the sport because of that, or do you think were you playing kind of already?
No, actually, we not only because of that. So that the this sports I really like to play. It's my passion. So I mean, I'm not that kind of. What can I say? Not kind of professional player. But if you tell me how much I love cricket, so it will always in top of my list. So of course, Bangladesh getting better. That also give me some motivate to play more. I mean, whenever I moved to Japan, so that also helped me to. That's another reason to play cricket here. So of course, the cricket I love most. That's the main reason I think.
Cool. Well, that takes us nicely into my next questions. Really, was about your time in Japan and what brought you here. So, why don't you tell us when you came to Japan and why?
Okay. So I came Japan late 2016 or early 2006. So it's almost 15 years. And I don't know why I choose Japan. I always wanted to go States or Australia, but somehow I ended up here. One of the main reason my elder brother used to live here, so maybe that's why. And after complete my masters, I used to work in a bank after 2.5 years. So I just want to move some other country. So that's the reason I came Japan actually.
So, did you have a job set up? Did you move here with a company, or did you just come to Japan and try to find work?
No, no, not a fan, but I came here with a job, and I started my job in Shibuya area from 2007 January. That's the beginning actually.
Mm. So then, when you arrived, were you thinking that cricket was going to be part of your life in Japan, or had you kind of expected to not play at all, given that Japan wasn't known as a cricket playing nation?
Actually, first 2 years I didn't have enough time to think about cricket actually. So that time I used to adopt this culture and the language. I was very much busy with that. And slowly, slowly I just try to explore. Okay, I want because I love to play sports, no matter what, either football or cricket or anything. So we used to play tennis cricket inside our area between our community. So, and that time I tried to search what about cricket in Japan. And I honestly, I don't accept that much actually, either they play or not, but somehow I find it.
Yeah, okay. And from what I understand, your early playing career was with the Chiba Sharks. Is that right?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So when you found out that there was cricket in Japan, what did you expect?
Okay, when I started to play cricket in Japan, so I found few clubs like Ombeds and Chiba Sharks and some Pakistani gentlemen, they running their club in here. So I don't know why I knocked first Chiba Sharks. I don't remember actually. So I emailed to them. And after a few days, I got a reply from Chiba Sharks, maybe Dave Lola back. So he invite me to join. And I was really thanks to Chiba Sharks. So they got me first opportunity to play. So maybe one of the Sano River ground, I started my first match with them.
Can you remember much about that first match?
Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. I joined with Miraj from Pakistan. So one of the Chiba Sharks team members in Chiba stations. And we go, that was my first travel to Sano actually. So he guided me all the way and I was joined with him. And one of the other is member, I don't remember his name. So that was rainy day actually. So I was too much excited actually how it's going to be. But when rain is pop up, so I was a little bit disappointed. Maybe it's not too not too much cricket today. But somehow we ended up there and we started our match a little bit delay, and the match may be against Umbes, maybe, and we lost the match. And so far I remember Dave requested me to bowl, I mean, as an opening bowler. So I was completely, I mean, I never bowl as an opener. So I used to do some slow medium speed. But whatever I got the chance, I just want to do it. So that was first and last time I do the opening ball. I mean, medium pace bowler in Japan cricket. But that was really, I mean, a memorable day for me in Japan. So at last I started cricket here. So no matter how it goes from there, I just love to play here.
So that was what, 2009?
2009, 2010.
So 2010 was the season that the Chiba Sharks ended up winning the JCL. Is that right? I think it is.
Yeah. So far, but I didn't get too much available for every match. So I played 2 or 3 matches maybe. And yeah, so they got the title in 2010. Yeah.
You didn't play in that final, but you were part of the team. So it's pretty good start.
Yeah, I didn't play in the final. Yeah, it's a pretty good start. And before me, there was 2 or 3 Bangladeshi members as well in Chiba Sharks. So that was also great for me to get some local people there.
Yeah, sure. It's a very multicultural club, isn't it? So then you were part of the Sharks for quite a few years, I guess, before the Rising Stars.
Exactly, yeah. Until 2016.
Okay. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the Rising Stars, how they were created, what the kind of goals for the club are, and how you've been going about achieving those?
We used to play winter cricket, indoor cricket in off seasons. So in 2015, few of our Bangladeshi team members from other teams, we make a indoor cricket team, and we played for first time as a rising star for early 2015 indoor cricket, and we won the title against Chiba Sharks. So no matter how small that was, but that was the turning point to think about to make a proper cricket team and join in Japan cricket. So including me, Kabir, Saeed, a few of us founding members, Shumon, and others, new recruitment from other part of the Japan. So that was the starting actually. So we just want to make some entity from our Bangladesh community, because so far I remember there was a cricket team before us, but they didn't continue for a long time. So that's why we think, okay, why not once again? So make some make a one team from our community, and says because we all love cricket. So that's the reason we started our JCL journey. I mean, not JCL, actually played Japan Cup for first 2 years actually.
Yeah, so you were Japan Cup, 2016, 17, and you joined the JCL 2018. Promoted Division 1, 2019 maybe.
Yeah, we played first 2016 and 17 Japan Cup. Then we played JCL 3 2018. We owned the JCL 3 titles. And
that's right,
2019 we moved. Yeah, we moved to JCL 2, and that time we runner up JCL 2, and we moved to 2020 20 for JCL1 actually.
Yeah, okay. I'll come on to sort of the club's performances in a little bit, but before we move on from the formation, I am curious. It's one of those things that throughout Japan, and it's not just Japan, I think this is a worldwide thing, but there are clubs that tend to group together certain nationalities, right? You know, you've got the Bangladeshi teams, you've got the Pakistani teams. You're someone who's played in a multicultural team like the Chiba Sharks, and now you set up a very Bangladeshi team. Is that for primarily a place where other people who might have moved to Japan from Bangladesh can find a place where they can feel comfortable and easily make friends? Is that sort of one of the main purposes of the Rising Stars?
It's one of the reasons, but it's not my only reason, because we didn't say that we didn't include any other nationality. I mean, but somehow it's become a Bangladeshi team. But we always welcome other nationality as well if they want to play. So, but so far it's not happening. I mean, honestly, we are not looking for other nationality right now, but we also have a plan. So if in future, if any other nationality want to join in Rising Star, so maybe we can do that as well.
Yeah, and I think from wearing my JCA hat, it's always great to see multicultural clubs that are, you know, welcoming in predominantly Japanese people as well, and provide a place for an opportunity for them to play. We really want to try and build clubs that are part of the community geographically rather than just sort of ethnically, if you like. So I know that that there's big population tend to group together in urban areas, but for us, I think that it would be really great if the clubs that are developing are also attached to the society that and bringing through, helping to develop the game on a broader spectrum.
Yeah, that's the nice question actually, because when we start Rising Star, so there is a few responsibility. Not only we playing cricket, we need to expand this sports all over the Japan as well. So we did actually. I mean, we tried. Still, we're doing some school activities in our local areas, some Tokyo and Saitama. Actually, we go there, we teach them how to play cricket, and we try to request them to include this sports on the sports curriculum activities. So whenever they need it, we always ready to, help them. And in our club, we didn't make the junior team actually for now, but we have a plan. Like, our Bangladeshi and our South Asian community, they love cricket. So the second generation is also, they're ready to play cricket, including my son. He's 12 years old now. So maybe next year he can join to play, and some other kids as well. So, honestly, not only other nationalities, and also Japanese, they are not approaching so far. No Japanese player are approaching to our club now. So if they can happen in future, so we like to include them. We like to play with them. So we have now 2 teams. So because of this region, so we need some other player as well. So it's not necessary we need to play always with our Bangladeshi player. So we are doing our best to expand the cricket as well through our Rising Star.
Yeah, sure. Now, you obviously take part in the Embassy Cup as well. So the Bangladesh ambassador is a regular visitor to Sano, and I think that's been really positive for that sort of building of that relationship between the JCA and the Bangladesh community. How important is that partnership between yourself, club, and the Bangladeshi embassy?
Okay, so when we start our club, so we always wanted to be more communicate with our community. That's the reason we always request to our embassy to know what we are doing actually. So maybe you remember. So we started the first match between British Embassy and Bangladesh embassies 2016 maybe. So that very first time Bangladesh ambassador he came to right now is SICG Tochingi field. So we the very first time they know okay, we have a team, and why not we go a little bit further. So after that, Bangladesh embassies completely understand and completely known about what JC is doing and how Rising Star is making the communications between embassy and the JCA. And like you said, our few ambassadors are already attend SICG because they like to promote this cricket too much, because they also want to spread this news to other community member as well, because those Bangladeshi people living in Japan. And so they also wanted to make a few more tournament actually. Last 2 years it doesn't make to happen. But so far, I can say the partnership is really important and it's really going well. So between Bangladesh Embassy and the JCA, and we really like to continue these things from here to great level.
Yeah, my understanding is that this year represents the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relationships between Japan and Bangladesh.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that's
something we have to talk about separately, I think, about how we.
Bangladesh Embassy wanted to celebrate this relationship with the cricket tournament with others part of the Bangladeshi cricket team or other team as well. They had a huge plan actually last year March, but somehow it doesn't happen. Maybe in future we can do it.
Yeah, well, let's chat about that after the podcast, because that is something that's on my list of things to talk to you about. Okay, well, coming back to the journey in the JCL, you said, you started in Division 3, you moved up straight away to Division 2, and then you were promoted again to Division 1. I know that first season in Division 1, I didn't win any games, but then second year, won a few games, and then last year, won a few more games. So as a club that's been through the full journey, how's that been in terms of the standard, the developing teams that you've played against, and what's that been like?
When we participated in JCL 1, of course we were so much excited to play in JCL 1. It's a highest level of cricket in Japan without any doubt. And in 2020 we didn't able to win any single matches because so far I found out, so we have so much potential, but we don't know how to execute there. And when we face some kind of a real good player there, real good team there, so we need to think about, okay, so we are not getting a few more players or a few great players. We have some nice players actually. So we need to think how to do, and we need to come up with great plan. And of course, every cricket match is uncertain, but the team in JCL 1 compared to other JCL, compared to JCL 2 is far difference actually. Mm-hmm. So right now, maybe next seasons we can come if we, if we can play after the pandemic situation. So hopefully we can get a more good result actually.
So as a club, how do you practice? Do you coach each other? Do you get together regularly to train? How's that all structured?
Okay, unfortunately, it's not happening in our club actually. So we always plan to do something, practice, regular practice before the season, before the match. But hardly 2 or 3 occasions we can manage it. But in fact, between the season, so somehow like fielding practice or more batting practice, how to get better. So it's not happening so far. It's not our culture actually, but that was really unfortunate, I must say. But from now, we need to think about it very much seriously actually, because it's not like a fun game anymore. So when you come up with a proper cricket with proper team, so you need to get ready.
Yeah, well, that's it. Division 1 is a decent standard now, and no one likes losing every week, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the main concern. We are thinking about that. So in Japan actually we can game everybody playing in Saturday Sunday only, but most of our players with either a student or have a family member. So it's very hard to get manage time for practice actually. Sometimes we don't have 11 players to make a game actually. So but still that's not a good excuse for that actually. But if you maintain some standard, you need to be ready for that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so just the last couple of questions on this. What do you think the biggest differences are between cricket here in Japan and back in Bangladesh where you grew up playing?
Uh, that one thing I think is a big difference is because Japanese people, so they don't know cricket much. So I must say in 2000, this is 2022, and almost cricket going to be participated in Olympic maybe next or maybe after that. So this is huge cricket. I mean, this is huge name for our South Asian country. I mean that especially that John, even inside Australia. But in Japan, mostly, I mean, few people can understand how to play cricket. Actually, some people know, and most of them don't know how to play this. I don't know why it's happened, but in my point of view, there's a big difference. They don't know the sports actually.
And so, in the time that you've been here, the 15 years or so that you said you've been in Japan, you've seen cricket change quite a lot in that time. Do you think that even that topic you just mentioned about the knowledge of the game, do you think that's changed?
Of course, of course. I mean, when I started playing in Japan, I mean, 2010, just 10 years before. So there is hardly we can manage the ground, and hardly we can play in specific area. We need to travel so long. I mean, so far from Tokyo, but still we are going super. But still, so much ground is pop up right now, and JC are doing well with their less. I mean, opportunities right now. Almost 60 team is pop up here. And so many university teams, they already participate in Japan cricket. Women's cricket is developing. And I mean, I must say there's maybe without any support. I mean, I don't know how much support from Japanese government in cricket, since I have no idea for that. But so far I can understand not that much. But with few members and few people, so they are doing their job so much with great effort. I must say. So the 10 years is the good change actually in Japan cricket.
If you could improve one area of cricket in Japan, make one change to the cricketing structure, what would that be?
I don't want to change actually. I mean,
Perfect.
I just want to include. I'm not I am not perfect guy to change anything. So I just want to include one thing. So I mean it's already included maybe, but somehow if we can include this sports in school level of cricket with in their sports curriculum activities. I mean like they play other sports, so they have to play the cricket also. I mean,
yeah, so
somehow it can help.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a big part of what the JCA have been doing. That's actually the reason I came to Japan way back in 2014 was to get that junior program running and to try and get cricket into the curriculum. You know, the JCA approach is the targeted focus on cities of cricket. So we do have cricket in the curriculum from elementary school through to the first 2 years of junior high school in Sano and in Akishima. Because every city, has their own version of the curriculum. But it's an ongoing project to try and get more and more cities to take cricket on and put it into the curriculum and get teachers teaching it, because that's where the really big change would happen. So for us, if we can get into a national curriculum, then that would be huge. Because at the moment, it's all about the wording, right?
Yeah, that's the another challenge for developing cricket here. If people can understand more than me, because for any decision, Japanese people take too much time. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but for us, like the wording in the curriculum, it says that you can play baseball type sports, but everybody reads that as just playing baseball. But cricket is a baseball type sport, because what that actually means is a ball striking sport. A bat and ball sport. So for us, it's trying to explain to people that cricket is a bat and ball sport, which has lots of similarities and lots of core development skills for children that are the same as baseball. So yeah, it's all just a big education program, but it does take a long time.
Yeah.
Cool. Look, I like to do all my interviews. I like to finish them with some cricket specific questions. So we'll just run through these quite quickly. Can you tell me the best player that you've played with or against?
Best player with my own teammate, Ubaidul Soban Said. He's one of the great entertainer for me.
He hit the ball a long way.
Okay, he can destroy any team in particular day. And against, one of the first bowler, Negi. Right now he plays for MIB.
Yeah.
So he's, really tough to face him. Actually, from my experience, it was really, really tough for me. Actually, he's a really good player from Japan cricket. Actually.
Yeah, interesting. Can you tell me the best thing you've ever learned from a coach?
Okay, in early stage, I'm not that kind of. I'm not getting any kind of coaching program actually, but somehow I had some experience with my university cricket coach. One thing I can remember now. He tell me first that this cricket is completely mostly mental game. So whenever you ready to play cricket, you need to be your mindset up first. What are you doing? And you need to execute. You need to feel the particular day match, and you need to execute in that way. So it's not completely. It's mostly mental game than others.
Yeah, it does have its mental challenges for sure. What is your career highlight?
Not much actually. I just want to play 10 more years if I'm okay.
Do you have any particular loss that still annoys you?
Yeah. So I mentioned you earlier. Maybe I'm not in 11 that match. The match between Chiba Sharks and Rising Star last JCL1 seasons, which we lost, and we ended up number 9 in JCL1. But if we win that match, we could be in semi-final. So that's annoys me.
Yeah, it was a tight league last year. A lot of teams all bunched up together.
Yeah.
Do you have any particularly funny stories? Anything you've seen on the cricket field that made you laugh?
Yeah, it's unfortunately one of my early stays in Japan cricket. So we going to play Fuji ground, and I was in bowling side. So my bowler after he used to do medium pace maybe, and there is a huge LBW appeal from all over the part of the field, but somehow umpire ended up with wide ball. So we don't know why. We just want to know how come it's wide ball. He said it's wide, so it's wide. So I don't remember his name. Maybe he's from France, or maybe he's a French guy. He's
This guy.
I just don't remember his name, but honestly speaking, that was very funny moments for me at that time. So, but the situation is not that like anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to improve the umpiring standards, I think.
No, that right now is a good standard right now, without any doubt.
What's your favorite format of cricket, to play or to watch?
I like to play 40 over, obviously. I'm not good at T20, and to watch, I always like to watch whenever I have time, the test match actually. I'm not great fond of T20.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular answer. Do you have a favorite teammate? Someone in the Rising Stars that you really enjoy playing with?
If you pick anyone, I again say my Ubaidul side. So it's really great to see him when in action.
Yeah, it's get the best seat in the house when you're at the other end and he's smashing the ball all over.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about just giving a strike.
Yeah, great. Is there any stadium anywhere else in the world that you'd especially love to watch or even to play?
I don't know. I can play other, but I love to watch Lords one day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Okay, and last one on this. Can you name one innings or bowling performance played by someone else that you wish you could have played yourself?
Okay. It was 2019 JCL2 semi-final against Paddy. One of my teammates, maybe you know, Ashik. So we lose a few wickets in 60 or 70 runs. We are chasing maybe 180 plus. But somehow Ashik finished really well. He was not out 60 plus. We win that match, and technically that match, that win promote us to JPL 1. So if you say that question, so I like to do something like that in future.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, I've got some Japan-specific questions for you. Can you tell me your favorite thing about Japan?
I must say, so far I understand the favorite things for me and the preservation of their culture. Actually, they are very much sincere about their culture and how they preserve from the very long time that amazes me. And the care for others. They really care for others. Actually, they have their own way, but maybe from my or maybe some foreigner point of view, is take time to understand. But that was good.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a favorite place or any one place that a visitor must go to?
Of course, Okinawa. I love that place, and I think whenever people get chance to visit Okinawa, but Japan is a very beautiful country. Not only Okinawa, but if you ask me to one place, I must say Okinawa.
Any place in Okinawa particularly? I've been to a couple of the islands. I actually got engaged on Okinawa and went on my honeymoon there. I got engaged. Yeah, I got engaged on Naha, the main island, and then I honeymooned in Ishigaki. So, is there any particular island that you like?
Naha. I must say Naha is good.
Yeah, it's the main one. Cool. What's your favorite food?
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu.
You know, shabu shabu.
Yeah, I haven't had it.
My
Mate.
favorite.
Oh, good. It's the season, isn't it? It's winter. It's good winter food, isn't it?
Winter, yeah.
And
winter food.
Is there any food that you really dislike? Any Japanese food that you just can't understand why people eat it?
Natto. Just kind of sticky things. I don't like it, and I don't know why they like it.
No, I'm with you on that. Fermented soybeans, just all stringy and smelly. Generally disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Do you have a favorite Japanese word or phrase, and what's its meaning?
Favorite Japanese words of okay. Recently, I learned one thing. So it's also, meaningful for this time. The phrase is Shinrin Yoku. Shinrin Yoku. So literal translation is forest bath. Act of self-care to actually walk through a forest when you are feeling slightly off-center, need a break to clear your mind or clear your head. So right now, see, we are very much desperate about pandemic situation. So I think so we need forest bath to go through the walk through a forest.
Yeah, good. Shinjin Yoku. Nice. I quite like that one.
Shinrin Yoku.
Yeah, it's good. Great. Well, Murad, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thanks a lot for sparing the time on a Thursday afternoon to have a chat. Really good to hear your story about life in Japan and your cricket journey. And, I hope it continues to be successful and the Rising Stars as a club continue to grow. And I'm sure I'll see you out on the cricket field soon.
Thank you, Matt. It was really entertaining situation right now. I mean, what can I say? We are not playing cricket, but we're still talking about cricket here. So thanks for having me. And yeah, hopefully see you soon.
My pleasure. Thanks, Murad. Prophetic the way that conversation ended, since the Rising Stars are still not playing any cricket, as mentioned at the top of the show. Well, that concludes the latest episode of the Japan Cricket Podcast. Wherever you're listening, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to add to the 3 ratings that the pod has received, then that would be much appreciated and openly applauded by me. Once again, thanks to BRB Monday for supplying the intro and outro tunes that you can currently hear playing. Be sure to go and check out his stuff on Spotify. Lastly, if anyone is interested in supporting the show in any capacity, then please do reach out to me via the Instagram page, which unsurprisingly is Japan Cricket Podcast. Any ideas on improving the show would be welcome, and help would of course be wonderful. This remains a project I'm running in my spare time, mostly, and bringing on some partners will probably help secure the longer and more prosperous future of the show. That's it for this week. I'm heading back to England for a little holiday soon, so everyone in Japan stay dry, cool, or simply the opposite of whatever the weather was throwing at you. As mentioned, the show will keep on coming, but the release dates and times may be a bit different from what they usually are. Arigatou gozaimashita.